So the Pittsburgh Penguins failed to close out the Washington Capitals, lost 3-1, and now have to go back to Pittsburgh to play Game 6 Tuesday night. So the Penguins actually outshot the Capitals, I think 30-19. Now you might look at that and say, well, Holtby stole the game. Murray was not very good. Well, that's partially true. Holtby was very good, the goalie that we've been waiting to see since the start of the playoffs. He robbed Hornquist and robbed Schultz in the third, in tight after it was already 3-1. And that pretty much changed the whole complexion of the game and possibly the series. That would have made it a one-goal game or even a tie game up to that point. And Murray, on the other hand, was, in the wise words of former Leaf Randy Carlyle, just okay. He was not great, he was not bad, he was just okay. The first goal was a slap shot from Alex Ovechkin. No one's stopping that on the power play. Second goal, also on the power play from a bad penalty by Ian Cole, which we will get to. Third goal, yeah, it was weak. It was 5-hole, but it was a really bad turnover by Dumoulin. So, I mean, he can be faulted for the third goal, but it was not his fault that the team lost. While the Penguins actually carried play for most of the game, they outcoursed them, they outchanced them. I thought the Capitals maybe had some of the better high-quality chances, and they did miss the net a lot, which has been kind of the story of the series. But Holtby was excellent. Murray was not great, but the good news about that is every time Murray's come back and had a bad game, he goes back and plays stronger the next game, and it's just lights out. There's been people have been going around on Twitter, on Facebook, saying Marc-Andre Fleury should play the next game. That's complete nonsense. Why would you pull out the guy who's gotten you to one win away from the Eastern Conference Final for a goalie who, albeit is supposed to be your starter, but has not played since March 31st? Penguins can't just throw him in cold into a playoff game in the middle of the series. If they're going to make a change, they're going to do it in between series, not in the middle of the series. It's just ludicrous, and Murray's not given the coach a reason to pull Fleury out because Murray's not lost a game for them. He's not been horrible. He's not really had a single horrible game since he's been in the NHL. He's had a couple of okay games, but he's had a lot of really good games. So, all these people out there saying that Fleury should go in, it's just be quiet, please. It's completely ridiculous. You're not going to be pulling Fleury, and Fleury himself has been really complimentary of Murray, and it's just the optics of it does not make sense. It does not make sense to put Fleury in. I think Murray will come back. He'll play very well. I know the Penguins will play very well. They'll play a full 60-minute game. They won't be taking up penalties like that. If Ian Cole takes a penalty again, he knows he's not playing, as Mike Sullivan was not afraid to bench him because the Penguins have been doing such a good job this year, more than any other year, of being disciplined and not retaliating and not reacting, which was the Achilles heel of the Penguins in the past and why they lost so many playoff games, especially that crazy series to the Flyers in 2012, because they kept reacting, and that's what those teams want. That's what Tom Wilson wanted when Ian Cole took the penalty. He wanted Ian Cole to take the penalty. He wanted him to react, and the Penguins can't let themselves get sucked into that. They just have to shove that all out and just focus on the task at hand, which is beating the Capitals, and you're halfway to the cup. And you're facing Tampa Bay, who looks really strong, but they're missing Stamkos, they're missing Strawman. Their defense can be exposed. To get through the defense, you have to go through Ben Bishop, who's 6'7" and one of the three best goalies in the league this year. That's why he's nominated for the Vezina. But it can be done if the Penguins made Lundqvist look like a fool and Holtby just kind of average until up to this point. They can certainly do the same for Bishop. So I would look out for that. I would definitely think the Penguins will bring a full 60-minute effort. I expect they'll be better next game. I don't think they'll take as many penalties. And their power play scored a goal, so that's good. It gave them life. It boosted them. And now that they got one, the goals may keep coming. They may keep flowing. Malkin's line look like they're ready to break out. They look like they were having a great game, and they look like they're close to getting something. Crosby's line is still generating, but is not on the back of the score sheet yet. I don't expect that to last. And Chris Letang, in his absence, just a beast last night. His defensive plays in the second period, coming back to break up passes, skating from one end of to the other, going 0 to 60 in about a couple seconds, incredible. The Penguins D really looked much better with him. I thought him and Dumoulin, besides Dumoulin's turnover, they had a real strong game. Ian Cole had a bad game, and that's why he was benched. Justin Schultz looked solid in his limited ice time, and Ole Mata may also be back next game. So the Penguins are getting healthy. Brooks Orpik's coming back, which is good for the Penguins because he's terrible. So we should be able to expose them, and our speed especially should be able to expose them. Everyone out there in Penguin land who's worrying, who's panicking, just relax. I was freaking out a bit after last game too because I thought the officiating was horrible, and I thought that the fact that call on Malkin, that was the cross-check call was not called, was just absolutely horrendous. And then not only that, the ref yells at Malkin to get up when it's not called. He not only doesn't call it, he yells at him to get up when he's just been whacked in the back. And then Nick Bonino gets called for a phantom high stick in TJ Oshie when he barely even touched him. He did something, but it was not a high stick. It was one of the worst calls I've ever seen. So that really bothered me. But the officiating's been bad on both sides. As we know, it's been a joke all playoffs long, all series long. So Penguins really do have to stay out of the box because they can't let the Capitals get any goals. And that was really the difference in this game. Is they got 2 power play goals, the Penguins got 1, and that was essentially the story of the game. They won. So they got to stay more disciplined to get back to their old ways, and they'll be just fine. So that's all I have for this video. Please like if you like, subscribe if you really like it, share with all your friends, tell everyone, and I'll see you after the next game. And hopefully we beat the Capitals. All right, bye for now.